Alright everyone, I thought this was a fitting moment to pull the Twin Flame / Soulmate Journey reading. We haven't split the sides in a while here. Brand new BMW for the DF side and a 74 Pinto over here. Let's see what's going on. Alright, because we've got a lot of interesting readings lately. What the hell? Let me shuffle for the DF. As I say, and we'll move that over here. As I say, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. There's a whole playlist of these. And this is probably the longest stint I've done between Twin Flame Journey readings. I wanted to let all these energies percolate, right? Just like when I pulled Uranus retrograde, I waited about a week into its retrograde to let it percolate, right? All right, here we go. I think of it like French press coffee. You got to have a lot of time to do French press properly. It's got to sit for a good 10 minutes. Give it a little stir, right? And let's let it sit there. You got to wait and wait. It's just like that. But you end up with something pretty good at the end. We'll see. Let's shuffle on the DF side. What's going on with this side here, universe? Tell me about it. Well, I love these readings. Your environmental energy crossing your base energy is them. All right? It is this side. It is the King of Wands. It is the Burger King energy coming off of this. Right? I got a little taste in my mouth of a Whopper. More like a Whopper Jr. in this case. I've been saying lately the energy's been beefing up everybody's ego a little bit. Okay? So any little thing that happens might go to your head kind of thing. Be careful about that. But it's been doing it to give... On this side over here, the 74 Pinto DM side has been it's been beefing up their ego to get them past any inhibitions they have about, maybe trying to balance the energy and coming in and telling you some truths, right? But your ego energies are high as well, so keep that in check. Don't let things go to your head if things start happening and change and all that. Base energy. Knight of Swords. Yeah, I told you it's them, though. That's the primary energy, and I was right. Knight of Swords. You got a message coming in from this fool right there. Okay? You got a message coming in from them, from this side. That jives with my readings. And again, I'm just reading energy. They could be a super fuckwit and free will their way, make a stupid decision. Like I've been telling you, both energies are present. Negative, and positive. They're all present, right? It just our free will decides which one we attract. But that's free will. There's a snapshot of it, energetically speaking. But yep, you got a message coming from this side. So let's pull on it. You know what? I'm going to clarify you first. I want more information here. I'm going to use the little version of this animal deck here, Wild Unknown, to clarify. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. It's a message that brings some change for you. And I like that. I think whatever happens here boosts your ego a little bit. You feel a little better. Alright? I do. Now this can be a new soulmate too. It's a soulmate journey reading. It doesn't have to be the original runner. For most of you it is, though. The energy feels fairly old to me. Alright? And don't think for a minute, Steve, it's been a long time. They don't think about me. And yeah, they do. When you have a deep soul connection with somebody, they're there forever. I still have people I think about that I've had deep soul connections with that I haven't seen. This one person I haven't seen since 1999. Very deep soul connection, right? And she pop in my head all the time, off and on. Then maybe I do a little internet research, find out what the hell she's up to. Usually it's the same shit, but whatever. You don't forget these energies. You don't. All right. So let's go. Let's go here. Knight of Swords, crossed by the King of Wands. Why is it here? All right. Well, I'll show you the bottom card. I'm laughing, so I'll show it to you. It's a Nine of Swords. It's nines of the end in tarot, blah, blah, blah. It's anxiety. It'll be crossing the center card I pull here, which is red with them. The King of Wands, the Burger King. Gotta have it their way. That's why we call him the Burger King, in case you're new here. Right? A lot of ego-driven energy here, big time. Afraid to be vulnerable. That's why they ran. I mean, it is what it is. What's on top? Five of Cups. Yeah. Whatever I said, this message is a message of change, right? Because the Knight of Swords often brings a message of change, and that change energy has been coming up a lot lately. The Five of Cups on top of this here tells me, I think you got something wrong. I think there's something that you've been upset about or sad about that when this message comes in, it makes you see either you didn't need to be, or you know, you just got it wrong. I mean, I guess that's the only way I can phrase it. That maybe you didn't need to be. It didn't need to bother you as much as it did. Okay? Now, that can play out many ways. That could mean they come in with a good message or a bad. Either way, your opinion of this King of Wands changes because of this communication. What's this Nine of Swords crossing? This card here, it's red with the King of Wands. Yeah, see? Yeah, the devil. There's the goat with its feet on fire, the devil, red with this. They're coming in for selfish reasons. They always will be. People who are afraid to be vulnerable are always just, oh, I've got to do this for me. Or maybe that's what they convince themselves of. I don't know. But somebody here is really obsessed. When I get the Nine of Swords crossing the devil, I get very obsessed energy. Somebody here is obsessively thinking about you, and they probably got to come in to get some relief, right? You know, and this can also mean, this Five of Cups for you on top of this, can also mean that you find out you were right about something, right? Something that maybe you thought you got wrong. It can be the flip of what I said, right? It can always be. Energy's always in layers. What's red with the Five of Cups? King of Swords. Yep. You're going to learn the truth. This card is pulled to back up my energy read on this. This backs it up perfectly. It's my King of Truth. And whatever happens here makes you pretty happy. He got a rainbow sword there. Okay, you find out some kind of truth. Maybe you got something wrong. Maybe you didn't need to be. Maybe you got something right, and you get confirmation. And again, the flip is always possible. But also, I think the primary energy, the way I feel this, I translate feelings. That's how the energy comes into me. It's not a little voice. It's not some guide or a unicorn. It's just feelings. It's just emotion. I translate it into words, coming out of my mouth or coming out of Steve Hand's mouth, one or the other. You may find, because of this truth, you realize you didn't have to be this sad horse this whole time. It could play out either way. Either way, it is a message coming towards you. It's very clear. Crystal clear here. Okay? Now, let's pull on the 74 Pinto. The DM side. Give me the DM side. We split the polarities here. They already showed up on your side. Let's see if you show up on theirs. That'd be nice. That might make things interesting. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't control what comes in here. But let's find out. I'm giving the deck a shuffle. Give me the energy on the DM side, universe. Let's go. Okay. What? Sorry, I have to just laugh. I showed you your crossing card first. It's them. And their crossing card is them coming towards you. It's 8 Wands will be crossing whatever their base energy is. It's communication. I told you, a message is coming. I mean, it's crystal clear here, you guys. Based on the current readings that have been there, the energy is just right for it. I told you, I think I said it on the Uranus reading, I think I said I couldn't set these energies up better if I tried. If somebody gave me a box of energies and said, set it up perfect so these two communicate and DF feels better, I myself could not pick a better group of energies than the surrounding energies around us right now. With the perfect Uranus retrograde blending with the perfect Jupiter retrograde blending. I mean, it's all just fucking perfect. All right, so 8 Wands is the environmental energy. They definitely want to talk to you. It's up to their free will. It's minor arcana. What's the base energy? 10 Swords. Yep. Yep, it's somebody here. I said, well, look. I said they're obsessed. 9 Swords crossing the devil is someone who's obsessed. They're up at night, 2 in the morning, pacing the kitchen with a bottle of whiskey, right? They've got to talk. Someone here, the feeling that it's over, that it's too late, is causing someone to want to communicate. And that's the way it works in these cycles. It really is. This feeling of the 10 of Swords feels more internal on this side than external. Meaning, sometimes I might say they feel like your connection's over or something like that. I don't really feel it that way. I feel it more as something inside this person has died. Something inside them has changed. A wall has been taken down. Something, they're done with one aspect of their emotional being. Okay? That's the way I read it. That's the way it feels to me. It feels like that moment of reckoning, which I've had many of in my life, so I know what it feels like. I translate these feelings into words based on my life experience, which I've had a lot of. I've done a lot of things. All right. Felt a lot of things. All right. All right. What's going on here? 10 Swords. 8 Wands will come with it. Let's clarify with the little version of the Light Seer. Let's go. Why is the 10 Swords here? I like this. This jives. This is exactly what should be happening here. I gotta move this because I'm going to need to pull one more energy here at the end. Okay, let's go. All right. All right. Why is the 10 swords here? Why? Why? So, okay, we're done. That's it. Won't let me shuffle no more. Bottom card. Yeah, 5 cups. You got 5 cups over here. Yours getting resolved. Theirs needs to get resolved. Right? We got symmetry here. Is the universe being quite literal lately? Isn't it? That Uranus retrograde reading still blows my fucking mind. This is kind of close. It's pretty divinely guided too. 5 cups. Yeah, this is getting resolved for you, right? Through some truth, through a message coming in from this fool who's obsessed, right? Big time. Gotta clear something up. Something inside them has changed that's making them do this. All right? Changed person. Okay. All right. 5 cups. Yeah. There's a lot of shame here. A lot of shame. And that's going to be crossing the center card I pull here, which is red with 8 wands. This is one of the cards that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. So that jives with 8 wands for sure. And underneath it, fueling it, is a page of cups. Yeah, there's an apology here. There's shame. Someone feels small because of their behavior. And I think because of what's been going on in the energy right now, they can see their behavior clearly. They have been for a while, but under the current energies, it's a little hard to miss it. All right? Especially with that Uranus retrograde, helping us see where we've held ourselves back, right? We've sacrificed a real great love, something that moves us emotionally for some security or for some comfort zone, you know. And there's always got to be balance in life. When anything is out of balance, it's bad, all right? It just is. Balanced energy is happiness. Unbalanced energy, duh, is the opposite. All right, what's on top? 9 Pentacles. Your car don't operate any differently. You know, if the timing's out, it runs like shit. It's out of balance. Same difference. I can boil it down to all kinds of examples. 9 Pentacles. Freedom, liberation. Yeah, I'm right. This checks my read on this. Yep, I'm right. They have liberated themselves. Something inside them has come to an end. They've liberated themselves. Perhaps they had a marriage end, a relationship end. Perhaps somebody died. Perhaps all those things can trigger people into a change. Okay, something here. They've been liberated from something. Okay, all right. Center card crossed by this 5 of Cups. 9 Cups. Yeah, they're coming to get it. All right, they're coming to get it. 9 Cups. They know what'll make them happy. Under this energy, they know what'll make them happy. Probably because of this 9 Pentacles. And I think we talked about this in the weekly reading. Didn't 9 Pentacles come up in the beginning of our story for the Aries position 1? And didn't I say there's a liberation in the energy? I told a story about how if you don't know, you're not supposed to be able to do something. If there's no devil getting in your way, right? Then you can make clear, rational decisions and things like that, and really feel things on a high level, right? Well, here you go. 9 Pentacles. Somebody in 9 Cups. We got a lot of 9s here. Something in this person's life has come to an end and they're fixing to get something new. They're coming your way. There's 2 cups still standing here. I know that. What's red with the 9 Pentacles? 2 of Wands. What did I say? Something's ended. That's my moving girl, right? She lived in that apartment for 30 years, right? And she's just taking one last look out the window as the movers are packing the truck. All right? Just go up one more time, take a look around, run the memories through your head, right? But they're gone. They leaving this here. This is staying. That's not in the moving truck. So for some of you, a marriage or relationship is ending on their side. Some aspect of their personality has ended. Some new perspective on their old perspective on life is ending. Something like that. That's why they're coming towards. No doubt about it. Absolutely. Again, I'm not the warlock on the hill. I can't predict what a 3D person's going to do. It's up to their free will. But I think whatever has ended on their side, it is happening. Okay? I think it is happening. They're looking at you and the world completely different here under this energy. It's up to them whether they actually reach out. And that's what the minor arcana 8 of Wands here is saying. The energy's moving. The energy's coming towards. And it's this fool, right, who's obsessed and thinking and up all night about their behavior, I'm sure. I think from most of you, you get a message of change. This Knight of Swords, this King of Swords read with this, backing up my read that I think you see, maybe you see this person in a different light because of what they have to say, or you see them in a different light because they don't say anything. You know, and you go, what was I ever worried about? I guess Steve's right, I got a super fuck wit. Well, fuck it then, right? When you reach that well, fuck it then moment, that's when change happens for you, right? You got to get, I've always told you guys, you got to get mad at yourself. Change requires a couple of catalyst energies within us. Shame alone or disappointment in yourself alone is not enough. You also need a pinch of anger with it. You need a little pinch of anger. It's like the baking soda or baking powder in a recipe. If you don't add it, it comes out flat and hard. You know, it's terrible. You need that to add the airiness to it, right? To make something rise or whatever, you know, all that kind of stuff. Release some gases. You need that little pinch of anger. You need to get mad at yourself. Somebody here definitely has reached that point. I will say that. Over here, I think what you find out changes everything for you. It's very nice. It's a great energy of change around that. Let's grab the witches. Let's go. Which randomly at the bottom is a chariot. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell us. I don't know if it wants to talk about this side or this side. I don't know. Let's just find out. What do you want to add here? What does the energy want to add? Because there's one more layer of energy floating around. I'm going to try to pull on that. Okay? I can feel it. It's here. It creates an uneasiness for me. And it's right here floating in the middle. I'm going to pull on that. All right? I don't know what. I mean, I do, but it's a tarot reading, so I'm going to let the cards back me up. I'd just tell you if I wanted to, I suppose. But it's fine. Let's see. So what do you want to tell me about that lingering energy, universe? Lingering energy. What do we get here? What? Yeah. Well, the bottom card is 5 swords. Okay. It crosses the center card, yeah. I guess I kind of nailed it. Yep, there's fear. 4 of pentacles. I said uneasy. Somebody holding back a little bit. Center card, 3 of wands. They're coming. Before I open my mouth, what's red with the 4 of pentacles? The star, yeah. I was going to say while I was shuffling, you know, I said I could just read it. I could just tell you what the energy is. I was going to say it poses a problem for you when this person shows up. But that's only part of the story, it turns out. That's not just what's happening here. It does pose a bit of a problem for you on some level. Because you're dealing with a person that's coming towards you, the King of Wands, in a little bit of ego, who's a little bit obsessed, who's a little bit needing to try to fix something. They're kind of scrambling to fix something. But they're afraid of success. They're afraid of their own destiny. Okay? And that's a problem. That's like someone who's imagine a baseball player, right? He plays the outfield. So when somebody hits a ball real far, he got to catch it or there's no out, all right? Imagine that baseball player is afraid of the ball, okay? He's not going to be very good, is he? No. Or she. It can be a she, I'm sorry. You know, they're not going to be very good if they're afraid of the ball. Oh my God, the ball's coming. Ah! And they like crunch down and huddle and rather than put their glove up and catch the damn thing. That's what's going on here. The runner is afraid of the ball. They know what they want. They're obsessed about it. They know what they want to say. They know you're their 9 of Cups. They feel a lot of shame for their behavior and the way they are. But I already said they feel small with that page there. The runner's afraid of the ball. They're afraid of their own destiny. They're afraid of where their own destiny is taking them, where the energy is going, the flow. So generally what happens here, it could be on their side, it's a bit self-sabotagey with the things they say. There may even be some insults in there that they just throw in. And I want you to know in advance if that happens, right? If your runner shows up and one breath they tell you they love you and the other one they tell you you're ugly, okay? I want you to know that they're telling you that you're ugly. The negative comment, right, is a defense mechanism. That's all. It's just a defense mechanism. Any psychologist would pick up on that. And that's all. It's just them, you know, again, not being able to have it their way, them not being the one who's in power, because you lose power if you're the one who reaches out. It's just the way it is. And the universe just wants you to know that, just in case that happens. Like I told you before, when the Empress came up in one of your final outcomes, I said, use your empathy. You know, you're getting this information for a reason. You know, and it is what it is. I think at the end of the day, It brings change for you. It flips this Five of Cups around, this truth you get, because you see this person in a new light. Whatever that light is, it's going to be different for all of you. Okay? So, yeah, they're afraid of the ball. That's an easy way to phrase it. That's your reading. All right? If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. I don't know what... I got a new moon reading coming up sometime this week. But in between now and that, all bets are off. So stay tuned. All right? That's your reading.